Welcome to the Kentucky Housing Corporation's presentation on preparing for a housing quality standards inspection. In this presentation, we're going to cover what HQS is and what is expected from a passing unit. Housing Quality Standards, or HQS for short, is currently used on Section 8 and other housing programs. Minimum areas required for a unit to pass HQS is a bathroom or sanitary room, a kitchen, a living room and/or sleeping room. HQS consists of 13 performance requirements discussed next. The 13 performance requirements or acceptability criteria are as follows: the sanitary facilities or bathrooms, the food preparation and refuse disposal or kitchen, space and security of the unit, the thermal environment or the heating and temperature control, illumination and electricity, structure and materials, interior air quality, water supply, lead-based paint, access to the property and unit, site and neighborhood, sanitary conditions of the property and unit, and smoke detectors. On the left is the provisional HQS inspection form you are being asked to complete. It is available for download on the last slide of this presentation. Sanitary facilities or bathrooms must be a separate room in the unit that is exclusive to occupants, i.e., no public bathrooms. It must be private. It must have a sink with a trap and hot and cold running water. Must have a shower or tub with hot and cold water. Wastewater must be disposed of in a state or locally approved manner, such as a septic tank or allowable hookup to municipality's sewer system. The food prep/refuse disposal area, i.e. the kitchen, must have an area to store, prepare, and serve food, must have a way to cook, usually as a stove and an oven, but can be a microwave if all tenants on the property have the same amenities, must have a refrigerator that is appropriately sized for the family, such as no dorm-sized refrigerators for a family of 4. The kitchen sink must work with hot and cold running water and an appropriate P-trap underneath. All burners on the stove must operate appropriately. Space and security of the unit. The unit must provide adequate space for the family inhabiting. The unit must have at least one sleeping room for every 2 persons, and children of the opposite sex should have different sleeping rooms. Windows accessible from the first floor, exterior doors, and doors leading to common areas must all be lockable. Thermal environment, or heating and temperature control. The unit must be able to provide a comfortable thermal environment for the tenants. If present, the air conditioning must condition each room adequately. Heat must provide the home with a temperature of at least 65 degrees during the colder months. It does not have to be located in each room as long as all rooms stay warm. Gas furnaces must have proper exhaust to the exterior and no ventless gas systems are allowed. Electrical systems. Electrical fixtures and wiring must not pose a hazard, such as exposed conductors or open light sockets. All GFCI outlets must trip and reset. The electrical panel box must have the correct cover, be fastened appropriately, and not be missing punch-outs without being filled. All 3-prong outlets must be grounded, although 2-prong outlets in older homes is acceptable. Illumination of the unit. The kitchen must have at least one outlet and a permanently installed light fixture. The living room and sleeping rooms must have 2 outlets or 1 outlet and 1 permanently installed light fixture each. Each room must have natural and/or artificial light. There must be at least 1 window in the living room and each sleeping room. Bathrooms must have 1 permanent ceiling or wall-mounted light fixture. Structure and materials of the unit. The structure and materials must be structurally sound. They must not present any health or safety issues to the tenants. Walls, floors, foundations, and ceilings must not have any severe defects such as large holes or leaning. The roof must be in good shape and weather resistant. There must not be any tripping hazards. Elevators, if present, must be working properly. Handrails and railing is needed anywhere there are 4 or more steps or when porches are more than 30 inches high. Mobile homes must have tie-downs installed. Interior air quality of the unit. The unit must be free of air pollutants such as carbon monoxide, sewer gas, fuel gas, or mold. Bathrooms must have a vent fan or an operable window. Sleeping rooms must have at least 1 window. If designed to be openable, it must function. Proper air circulation provided by fans or other mechanical means. Water supply for the unit. The unit must have a water supply approved by public agency or private supply that is free from contaminants. The pipes must not leak. The sink and fixtures must have an appropriate trap installed in the drain. The water heater must be in the unit. It must not leak. It must have a TPR valve installed. The discharge line should go to near the floor or drain to the exterior of the unit. It must not be located in bedrooms or living areas unless the water heater is shielded from the area. Fuel-fired water heaters must have a proper flue vented to the exterior and have proper clearance from combustible material. These pictures are some common do's and some don'ts of hot water heater installation and maintenance. Lead-based paint within units. Lead-based paint rules apply to units built before January 1st, 1978 and house children 6 or younger. The paint must not be chipping, peeling, chalking, cracking, or deteriorated in any way. De minimis levels have been set at 10% for small interior surfaces such as window sills, door frames, etc. Exterior is more than 20 square foot is above the de minimis level. Access, site, and sanitary conditions of the unit. The unit must have its own private access, i.e., you cannot go through another unit to gain access to the subsidized unit. Each building must have an alternate means of fire exit that are not blocked, such as fire stairs, ladders, windows, etc. The neighborhood must be safe from adverse conditions. The unit must be free of infestation by vermin and rodents. Garbage should be in approved containers only. Smoke detectors within units. Smoke detectors should be included in each unit. They should be located on each level of the home to include basements. They should be mounted within 8 feet of each sleeping room. They should also be conformed to local fire marshal's requirements. For tenants with hearing impairment, specially designed alarms with strobe lights should be in place. Carbon monoxide detectors. Carbon monoxide detectors are a new addition to HQS inspections for us and are required if the unit has fuel-fired appliances such as the furnace, a hot water heater, stoves, etc., or if the unit has an attached garage with an entryway leading directly into the unit. Carbon monoxide detectors should be located within the immediate vicinity of all bedrooms. Frequent violations seen during inspection. 1. Weather stripping damaged or missing from around exterior doors. 2. Dryer hose not properly installed. 3. Incorrect panel box installation and/or missing breakers or blanks. 4. All bathrooms must have a working window or vent fan properly installed. 5. Missing traps under sink drains. 6. GFCI outlets do not trip or reset. 7. Double keyed locks. Clickable and downloadable links. All links on this slide are clickable and/or downloadable if you're in normal view within the PowerPoint presentation, or your inspector will be glad to provide the materials requested upon contact. Thank you, and please do not hesitate to reach out to your inspector for clarification on anything covered here. Thank you again. Goodbye.